difficulties. Wild. There we go. All right. Okay, there's some delay there. That's wild. Okay. All right. So today's video is brought to you by Sturdy Guns. Sturdy Guns is a new affiliate for Therapyrange. Sturdy Guns is an American-based company, and they make these cool wooden toys for your kids to play with. You know, Mac 10, Bowie knife, 50 AE, cowboy action gun, lots of fun there. And they even make full-size stuff. Like we've got the Thompson submachine gun right here. Sturdy Guns. Make sure and check them out. They seem like a pretty cool company. I reached out to them when I seen this stuff online, and you know, I was like, "Hey, this would be cool. How many of these does it take to stop a bullet?" And we started talking, and next thing you know, they're sending me some stuff out to shoot. So I'm gonna turn all of these toy guns. They're toys. They're not real YouTube. Karens of the internet, relax. No pew pew here. Just a piece of wood that kind of looks like a pew pew. They're not even black. You don't have to be racist about it. But Sturdy Guns. Sturdy Guns is a new affiliate with Therapyrange. I'll have a link put up for everyone to check them out here shortly. Like I said, another great American-owned business, just trying to make their version of the American dream come true. What's up, Donnie? How you doing, brother? I miss seeing you. Yeah, we were just out at camp 2 weeks ago. Really had a good time out there. Would have loved to have seen you. Are you going to make it to the 4th of July event? I hope to see you out there soon. Tim, what's up? This is the first time I've ever actually been able to do this where I've got a screen behind me where I can see myself better than just on the phone, and I can actually even interact with you guys. I can type and everything. Yeah, just like that. Boom. Yay. Tim, you will never, ever, ever get coffee, straight shooter coffee. You're never going to get straight shooter coffee from me. No, sir. No, sir. I promote it. You go buy it. Check them out. Just type straight shooter coffee into your little keyboard thingy, and you can get some of that. I'm working on getting a promo code. If you went over and bought some and said, "Hey, I'm here because of Therapyrange," they might even offer me a promo code at some point. He says, "What the fuck?" Hey, this is a kid-friendly channel here, buddy. None of that vulgarity here, sir. Excuse me, sir. 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 There'll be none of that, sir. No, I don't care. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Cool. I hope to see you out there, Donnie. Libby and I was talking about it when we were out there that it would be fun to see you guys back at the 4th. I think it's going to be a big event this year on the 4th. Word's finally starting to travel around that we know how to get down out there on the 4th of July. So it might actually end up being a pretty good sized event this year. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm talking about the Warriors to Us camp in Hardinville, Missouri. It is for veterans, first responders. It's a place to go and decompress from whatever the issues that you have. You need to just get away. You need a place to decompress, to run and hide to have a minute to just figure out what you need to do for yourself to keep your life moving forward. You go check out Warriors to Us, Warriors, the number 2 us.com, and contact Miss Donna out there. And as long as you qualify, and qualifying just you have to have your first responder credentials or active duty ID or a DD-214 to qualify. As I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. And you can go out and spend a week out there and get your mind right at no cost. The only cost involved would be to get yourself there. So it's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good place. They're pretty good people. What's my plans for next Saturday? I don't. Next Saturday, I'm going to Cletus and Cars in Indianapolis. That's my game plan for next weekend. I'm going to try to get out there and meet Matt from Demolition Ranch and maybe meet Whistling Diesel and a few other YouTubers that I'm pretty sure are going to be there. I know Matt from Demolition Ranch is going to be there. He's going to have a couple of his cars out there in the burnout competition. That's my plan, is to go watch the burnout competition, do my best to get a chance to meet Matt from Demolition Ranch. Hopefully when he sees me with a camera in my hand, he's all like, yay, I want to be on camera, because he kind of likes being on camera. So I don't know what's on the 14th. Wait, is that next weekend? Yeah, that is next weekend. Yeah, that's the Cletus and Cars show. Hey, the Freeman report's on. Awesome. Glad to see you guys. Got questions, want answers, anything anyone wants to talk about, here we are. We're all together, we're all dressed up and nowhere to go. At home on a Saturday night. Living the fucking dream. You're wanting to go to an auction? No, I'm not going to no fucking auction. I'm going to go and smell burnt rubber and gas fumes all day. I think that sounds like more fun than going to some stuffy ass auction that I'm probably not going to buy anything at anyway. Everybody that's watching needs to go and hit on the Freeman Report and go and subscribe to their page. Those are good ass Americans that are working their balls off to try to right the wrongs that are taking place in our world today. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to take the time or put the effort into doing what's right by America, mainly because it's hard. It's hard to dig through all the layers of bullshit to find the truth. And even when you find the truth, you have to be able to decipher whether it's actually the truth, partly the truth, a tiny bit the truth, complete bullshit disguised as the truth. And these guys do the legwork for you. They go through and dig and dig and dig, and they're like beagle dogs digging after a rabbit that ran in the hole. I mean, they're just after it. And when they sink their teeth into a topic, they're going to do everything they can to bring you all of the information that they can humanly find to keep you informed. Because let's face it, mainstream media is a joke. The masses of the people are still so fucking gullible and brainwashed and indoctrinated into believing the mainstream media. It doesn't matter how many times they lie to you. It doesn't matter how many times you get caught or they get caught. They continue to just keep lying and lying and lying and lying. And some people are starting to pull away from that and be like, oh, fuck you, you're full of shit. But then as soon as the media says something that they want to hear, they're all like, oh yeah, we believe you. Wait, no. You bullshitted me. You bullshitted me multiple times, and you've gotten caught multiple times. So, and the Freeman Report, they help pull away some of the bullshit, some of the layers of bullshit. They don't have any kind of alternative motive other than to see free men be free. The Freeman Report. So, well, yeah. What are we going to say here, Tim? Disinformation agency, that's just the agency that decides which disinformation you're going to be allowed to have. It's a load of horse shit. There you go, Freeman Report. Make sure and put some links in there to some of your other videos. I don't know how many people I'm going to get to watch this. I got 7 watching right now. It might get seen by a few hundred people. Put your links in there. Hopefully, people will take the effort. I know they won't. I know they won't. Ohio just voted to kill off freaking the best chance that we had of having a constitutionally inspired governor. They killed that off and kept the fucking rhino in charge. The guy that is clearly and just erratically a tyrant, man. The man is a Mike DeWine. I would love for someone to share this with Mike DeWine. If I ever get close enough to you, I'm going to slap the old off your ass. That's not a threat. I think you're kind of cute. No, man. I mean, we had a chance. I mean, with the red wave coming in 2024, all we needed was a viable candidate to be able to run for Ohio's governor, and we had one. And because people couldn't stop this ideology of oh, you're going to split the vote. Oh, we've got to go with the guy that's always been a politician, or the other guy doesn't have a chance. This guy, nobody knows this guy. He doesn't have a chance. We can't put our faith into this guy. He's a nobody. He's not a career politician. But, so we continue to repeat the same cycle over and over and continue to keep voting in one asshole after another. And this election, this primary, nothing changes. We still get to have Mike DeWine. He's going to go to the general election. The red wave is coming, and he's going to be the governor 4 more years, period, end of paragraph. Ohio, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I mean, what was it? Because he signed constitutional carry? Was that why you voted for him? Was it because he signed Stand Your Ground? Because he's a fucking rhino, guys. He changed election dates. He shut down small businesses. He even put us under a fucking curfew. That is correct, Matt. Well, puppet show, child porno, I mean, it's just such a clusterfuck anymore. It is. It's just all a mess, man. It. I can't understand why. It is confusing as hell. That Ohio constitutional carry, when you start really digging into that, man, there's some stuff in there that is very confusing. And I can't say I even fully understand it all. And even some people that I've had that have looked at it and I've talked to that are very knowledgeable about these things find themselves scratching their heads like, oh, right. I don't think it's a trap, Tim. I think, I mean, we need to find a way of getting ourselves educated on what the law says and understanding it. People that are too lazy or negligent to take a chance or to educate themselves on it, then they get what they get. I know they don't teach us law, but, it's your responsibility to know the law. Donnie, Ace and Donna are doing great. When we were out there, Donna looked great. Ace is looking fit as ever. He's graying out pretty good. I totally agree with that, man. I totally agree with that, Matt. I agree with that too, Freeman Report. We don't need any more new laws. We need old laws repealed or corrected. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept to understand. I don't understand why we got to keep writing more and more and more laws. You know, well, I mean, I do. That's a rhetorical statement. I know it's about control. And your average person don't see that. They, for some reason, they've got blinders on and don't understand it. You know, but honestly, I gotta say this too, though. Give me 1 second here. Let's get deep into this shit for a second, okay? Where's the line have to come or have to be at between laws and chaos? Because I mean, all laws are unconstitutional. Period. End of paragraph. I mean, if it restricts your freedom, the Constitution, there's all laws aren't. Yeah, I'm getting tongue tied. Let me rephrase that. Not all laws are unconstitutional, but many, many laws are unconstitutional and should be repealed or should not be enforced one way or another. But where does the line begin and end between the laws that are just and pure versus the ones that are unjust and impure? Many of us would say, is there a victim? That would be my line on it. Is there a victim? If there's no victim, then there's no crime. Why? How did we get away from that? How did we get to a place to where you can have victimless crimes and be extorted of your wealth and freedom for crimes that there is no victim, like speeding, running a stop sign, possession of anything for that matter that would be considered contraband? If there's no victim, then how can there be a crime? If you don't pay your taxes, how can there be a crime? If you drive 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, how can there be a crime? Now, if you wreck, well, now we're crossing over into different territories. If you, if what you're doing creates a victim, creates a situation to where someone is a victim of your actions, well, now you have a crime. Now you have something that has to be dealt with in a set fashion. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are leaning over towards the sovereign citizen thing, and I'm pretty much convinced that it is a thing, that it can be done. You can circumvent the laws. I'm just curious where the line is, that even if you became a sovereign citizen, is the line the same? No victim, no crime for a sovereign citizen that would drive without a driver's license, that would not pay their taxes, that would. I mean, I don't know. I'm confused by this. I have a friend that's doing this right now. Right. So according to that, then there's no crime committed. But yet you still have to pay because of an ordinance or a uh what is it? It's not a law, ordinances, or there's some other word for it. I mean, from the stuff that I've read in my life, when the United States of America became incorporated, they lost the jurisdiction outside of the 12 square miles, forts, ports, and magazines. That was my interpretation. But yet the federal government has reach in every aspect, everywhere of every corner of your life. So, I mean, where does the line end and begin between just laws and laws that we actually need in this country to protect the weak versus not having enough or not having strict enough laws? Because I'm a huge proponent of more freedom for the people. If you want to carry a gun, you carry it any goddamn way you want to carry it. If you want to do drugs, you do drugs. I don't give a damn. Do all the drugs you want to fucking do. That's you, boo boo. You do you. Now your actions while you're using said drugs, you wreck your fucking car, you do irresponsible shit with your kids around, you hurt somebody, you steal from somebody, you rape somebody, you do something that creates a victim, and then you have to be held accountable for that. But the act of just possessing and consuming drugs, why in the world is that even against the law? Why? Or I mean, I keep hearing this fucking phrase go around: "My body, my choice. My body, my choice." Why does it that only applies to abortion? If it's my body, my choice, why doesn't that apply to vaccines? If it's my body, my choice, why doesn't that apply to masks? If it's my choice, my body, my choice, why doesn't that apply to prostitution or suicide or any number of things that it's your body, your choice? That only applies to abortion. I think there's a victim there. I think there's an actual victim in abortion, but there's no victim in these other things. You're just harming yourself. You can harm others around you based on your actions, but we have laws in place that are just to put you under behind bars for creating a victim. If your actions, because of your drug use or your desire to use drugs, create a victim, then you have to be held accountable. But the simple act of possessing and using, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't be illegal. If you want to fucking bang heroin into your arm until you fucking fall over dead from a fentanyl overdose, knock yourself out, dumbass. It's not my life to live. Am I pissing off anyone over here yet? I can agree with the sentiment of that, but honestly, One Republic, I think no victim, no crime. That's the natural law way of things. No victim, no crime. So that we could do away with a lot of laws on the books if we just applied the simple logic of no victim, no crime. And we could free up a lot of jail space for people that genuinely need to be there. We could free up a lot of resources for law enforcement to be able to actually do investigative work and put people that need to be in jail instead of writing tickets for revenue. It's just a thought. I know nothing's going to change because I say so. But Tim, I thought the whole thing is they couldn't identify what a female is. Matt, I don't know where you've been getting your info at, man, but they're not repealing Roe versus Wade. They're just kicking it back to the states. The federal government should have never had any involvement in that topic anyway. Just like firearms, every firearms case that comes to the Supreme Court should be bounced right back to the states because it's not their concern. Oh, okay. I must have missed something. I haven't watched the news in a couple of days. I try not to. It's all bullshit. There's nothing that they talk about that's not bullshit. Even if the topic that they're speaking on is genuine, the context and everything their agenda is bullshit. So because we don't do nothing. That's why. Because we don't do nothing. On January 6th, if those people would have fucking been serious, if that would have genuinely been an insurrection, which it was not. January 6th was no insurrection. There was no fucking, borderline riot. Borderline. Borderline. There was some people that fucking went into the house that we own, that we pay for, without permission. They might have broke some stuff, maybe taken a few things. Hey, there was even some people that acted like fools. Donnie is 100% correct. All right, but that was no insurrection. If that would have been an insurrection, y'all fuckers on the left out there, these people on the left out there, they do not understand the bear they are poking. Everybody watching here right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. They do not understand the bear that they are poking. If they think January 6th was an insurrection, oh boy, you guys are grossly underestimating we the people. Is all I've got to say about that. Grossly underestimating we the people. Just because you see a whole bunch of overweight rednecks showing up don't mean that there ain't tenfold, 50-fold from a perch in overview and battle rattle down the road. You're silly if you think that that was an insurrection. Really, I mean that's like saying what the BLM was doing in DC earlier that summer was an insurrection. Well, it's because they're sending a message to us. They're sending a message to us. You've heard me say this before. We're being conditioned to conform. January 6th is nothing more than a conditioning for conformity. Smash us down, knock us around, smack a bunch of people around, and all the weak people in the movement will shut the fuck up and fade off into the shadows, and you won't hear from them again for 5 to 10 years. I've lived long enough now to see this play out over and over and over. I seen it when it happened at Waco. I seen it when it happened at Ruby Ridge. I seen it when it happened at Oklahoma City. I seen it again here recently. Every so many years something will happen and they'll reach out and knock the shit out of the militia movement, the freedom movement, the patriots, whatever word you want to associate with it. But because of what was happening and the momentum that was picking up and the tendencies, the close proximity of violence that everything was getting to. I mean, damn, man, we saw the shit in Portland and we seen it in Charlottesville and we seen it in Maryland and we seen it in Missouri. And, we seen the violence in DC. We seen violence in New York. I mean, not just protests where shit got broke. I mean, straight up violence. People were being hurt. People were being stabbed. Cities were getting parts of them locked down. And the government knows. They see the chats. They see the comments. They see the post. They knew that the fucking militia movement, that the patriot movement was getting pissed. They were organizing. They had massive fucking groups all over social media, hundreds of thousands of people organizing, talking, communicating with one another, putting together plans of operation, bug out locations, cache plans, so on and so forth. You had groups using social media to organize FTXs for training and talking out in the open about how they were willing to do what has to be done to protect the freedoms of Americans. And that's admirable of you, but God damn it, shut up. You can't talk about that shit out in the open. Not anymore. Not anymore. I've got good friends. I've got good friends sitting in jail right now because they didn't shut the fuck up. Now, I mean, it's Free Barry Croft, hashtag Free Barry Croft, hashtag free Adam Fox. It's ridiculous. Political prisoners, I tell you. Political prisoners. Woohoo! We got up to 8 people. Hell yeah. Yeah, Donnie's dead right on that, though. But the corruption is rooted so deeply now. I'm not sure who that is off the top of my head, but if you want him out of jail, hashtag that around. I trust you, so I believe you. If you say he needs to be set free, then I bet he needs to be set free. Oh, that Mountain Dew's good. How long we been going now? About a half an hour. About 130 subscribers shy of doing the complete gun video. Okay. The complete gun video will be taking place. I'm going to film it one day this week coming up. It's going to take me a little while. It's probably going to be a super long video. I'm not going to shoot every single gun in the collection, but I will shoot some of them. Ouch, that's a long ass time. I think I remember, I think I've heard of that dude. I can't remember his story right off the top of my head, but I think I do remember hearing about that dude. He's been locked up for long. Well, 77. I was 2 years old when they locked his ass up. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I'm less than 150 subscribers away, so make sure and hit the share button and tell your friends. Hey, everybody watching, grab your wife or significant other's phone and hit that subscribe button. Grab your kids' phones and hit that subscribe button. Daddy needs them subscribers. When we get to 5K, we're going to shoot the shit out of the car. I'm currently seeking a person with a demolitions license to help us send that car off proper. Oh, it's going to be a thing of beauty. Oh, yes, it'll be a thing of beauty. Oh, man. And then after that, I don't know. I mean, what do we do to get to 10,000? You know, you guys have been really awesome with all the support and help that you've given. I really do appreciate it. But before I do jump off, for the people that have jumped in tardy to the party, check out Sturdy Guns. Yeah, I want to do something more than just tannerite, and I think that we need to have somebody, somebody with that explosives license probably can put together something really fun for us. I don't know. I know that you can cook something up, and I know that I could cook something up, and I know that there's a bunch of people that could cook something up, but that shit's illegal. And I'm gonna video it, so we gotta be legal about it, you know. Not that I'm opposed to bending a rule every now and then, but yeah, we got to try to at least stay legal. You know, I need to stay out of jail for at least a couple of more years. Sturdy Guns. They're really cool. You know, they're a little expensive for a toy for your kid, for a wooden toy for your kid, but they are well made. You know, they're gonna hold up well. And if your kid is got any creativity to them at all, they could paint these things up and make them look really cool. Um, but yeah, Sturdy Guns. Next time you see these, I'm going to be turning them into splinters. If there's anything left out of them, I'll do some giveaways, but I doubt there'll be enough left out of them to do anything like that. Well then, Matt, we're going to have a discussion about that, sir. All right, guys. So I think that's it. I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. Unless you got some questions or something, hit me. I'm gonna hit the cigarette a couple times. If you got anything, hit me. And other than that, I talked about what I had to talk about. Make sure and check out all the affiliate links in the description. Um, Damn, man, my brain ain't working. Wow, really? Shure-Shot shooting supply, straight shooter coffee, Patriot shit outfitters, Sturdy Guns, obviously. You know, we've been talking about them a lot. Sturdy Guns, cool thing for your kids for Christmas or birthdays. X Steel Targets. I've got an affiliate link in the description that'll save you a couple bucks if you buy from X Steel Targets. Eh, eh, I might. I might just smoke a bunch of weed and go to bed too. I don't know. It's quiet here at the house tonight. It's empty. It's just me. It's weird. I haven't had the house empty to myself in like 8 years. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, we had a graduation. One of the kids up in Akron, Ohio, graduated college, and Libby took everybody up there to go do that. Um, I can do that. I can. It's not very nice for the neighbors. I almost said yes. All right, all right. You don't even know. I almost said yes to the mag dump. Yes, you do, Donnie. Yes, you do. But that's all right. We're gonna have a bunch more. I'll bring some out to the camp when we come out for the 4th of July. I'll bring 4 or 5 jars out for that weekend. Oh, dude, before the neighbors moved in, before the people in the trailers across the driveway moved in, it was no big thing at all to step outside and dump 30 rounds in the middle of the night. I cut 3 or 4 tree stumps out of the yard with an old SKS that I had. I'd load that bitch up with the 20 round mag up and go outside at 12, 1, 3, 4. It did, whenever the urge hit me to go dump. And that was fun. Well, I don't know what the hell you're going to do when we get there, because I'm going to my event. Well, because I don't know, because you've never asked me about pickles. Yeah, I make some mean ass dill pickles. Make a mean ass sweet relish, good tomato juice. Well, I'll make sure that you get a couple jars to take home. But we'll have to leave a couple jars there for everybody to munch on too. But yeah, I've still got, I think, maybe 3 or 4 jars of the same batch that you had. Aw, maybe that's what I need to do. With the economy taking a dump the way it is, maybe I need to just get into the pickle business. Paul's Pickles. That'd be fun. All right, Matt. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hell, last year I canned banana peppers and pickles. The year before that, I did pickles and relish. This year, I'm going to do more banana peppers, more pickles, more relish. Uh, Really, you guys would be interested in fucking Paul's pickles, huh? Donnie can testify. I mean, it's a good pickle. Like I said, Donnie can testify. It's a good pickle. Um, But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna can a bunch more again this summer. I've already got stuff seeds started to be able to do the process with. Pulls pickles. What the? That was a terrible misspelling. What is going on here? Pulls pickles. Damn, Donnie. I don't even know how to charge for something like that, though. I mean, the cost that goes into making them is relatively, it's not that much. I mean, essentially the pickles are free. The brine is, some vinegar, some salt, some other miscellaneous ingredients that I could tell you about, but then I'd have to kill you. So, oh, absolutely. Shipping on jars of pickles would be killer, and then the time and effort going into packaging them to make sure that they actually arrived, because the UPS, I swear to God, man, if you put a fragile sticker or a do not turn upside down sticker on a package, it's like putting a kick me sign on it. I shit you not, dude. You put something on there when I was shipping eggs all over the country. When I was shipping eggs all over the country during 2020, we started out putting these pretty pink stickers on them, fresh eggs inside, do not shake. Uh, Man, I can't tell you how many of them showed up, and people was sending me pictures of these boxes that just look like they absolutely kicked the shit out of the packages. So are we having fun, guys? Is this, I mean, I was trying to do the Friday night ammo hauls, but that went over like a turn of punch bowl. I did like two or three of them and nobody watched them. They got like 10 plays. It was tragic. So I just quit doing it. I'm not fucking with it no more. Um, but I do like the idea of the pickles, man. I mean, I enjoy that shit. For some odd reason, I enjoy growing the stuff, washing it, processing it, getting it ready, canning it. I enjoy the whole process. About the only thing I don't enjoy doing is the hot bathing. I mean, this is like, this is, ugh, it's whatever. No, like I said, but this year we're definitely my therapy pickles. Oh yeah, well you let me know about that there, buddy. But yeah, like I said, this year we're going to be doing banana peppers, uh, pickles. Probably going to do some more relish this year. And what else? What else? Banana peppers. Oh yeah, I'm going to be growing some more fresh cayenne this year because I sold all of it that I had. I was blown away. I had like 2 gallon bags, 2 1 gallon bags of dried cayenne peppers that posted them on one of the homesteader pages that I had it. I was basically gonna give it away. I just told people I'll give it to you. 1 ounce of dried cayenne peppers. You can have it at no cost. You just have to pay the shipping. It was like $4 for me to stick it in an envelope, a padded envelope, and ship it out to them. And some guy hit me up and was like, "Hey, I'd like to buy all of that. I'll give you a little bit more than just shipping cost for it if you'll let me have it all." And I was like, "Yeah." I gave him my Cash App and was like, "Just send over whatever you send over, man. I'm cool with it." And he sent me like $40. I was like, "Yay!" So I'm completely out of fresh cayenne peppers though. So I'm gonna fix that this summer along with a few other odds and ends. We're going to grow 2 or 3 different types of tomatoes for tomato juice, and I'm wanting to make some salsa this year. I think that would be fun, is to take some of our fresh onions and fresh tomatoes and then make up some salsa and can it. That would be fun. I'm going to buy us a pressure canner this year so we can start canning some things outside of what has to be what you can just water bath, to can beans or potatoes or meats or anything like that. You've got to have a pressure cooker to be able to can it under pressure. I'm going to use my smoker this summer and smoke some beef jerky. That's something that I definitely want to get into, is making our own beef jerky. I think that would be a blast. I'm going to learn how to use the smoker to do it. And then once I get that perfected, I'm actually going to build some sort of a primitive Native American style smoker and do it the old school way. What kind of seeds do you have? I mean, you do really. I've got a fucking buttload of seeds. Just saying, you know. If you've got something different, though, maybe. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, we don't have enough space to really grow corn. Um, I just don't really have enough space. My garden space alone is not enough. We grew corn the first year we did a garden, and because we could only grow 2 rows of it, the old lady had to go out there with newspaper and shake the pollen out of the tassels and manually sprinkle it down on the corn fibers to get it to produce corn. It just really wasn't worth the effort. You got some tomato starts that you're throwing to throw out. Well, don't throw them out. I mean, if they're still healthy, I'll take some of them. How many you got? Oh, tater sets. Oh hell yeah, I'll take some of those. I don't even know what that means, Tim. I made a 20 number of jerky. What the fuck are you, what language are you speaking? Yeah, we've got a bunch of tomatoes that we started, and I'm gonna buy some hybrids from the store too. I've got mixed emotions on the heirloom tomatoes. They're so fragile to the weather and to blight and to insects, and so there's so many problems that come up with heirloom tomatoes that the old lady likes them. She starts them every year, and we have heirloom tomatoes. But I prefer to go and get five or six big beef steaks or big boy, better boy tomato plants, and plant them in a specific spot that I've been working on for several years to make the dirt incredible. I mean, I would grow weed there. It's the dirt's that good. I would grow my weed there if it wasn't illegal. Um, it's good dirt. I've never canned meat before, but I mean, it's something that I'm interested in learning, with everything going sideways the way it is. I mean, having a couple cases of canned meat on deck is probably not a bad thing to do. Um, you know, the only problem with canned meat is that I don't really, I mean, other than chicken, I could do canned chicken. I don't have the space to raise pork or beef, so I'm kind of limited of it. But chicken can's just fine from what I understand. I see lots of people canning chicken. Hell, I've even been seeing people canning butter. Now, I didn't even think you could can butter. I've always been told that you don't fuck with dairy. You don't try to can dairy stuff. You don't fuck with dairy. But I've seen three or four YouTube videos now of people, women canning butter, going to the store and buying buttloads of discount butter or butter that's about to expire and got it for cheap and brought it home and put it in a pot and melted it all down and put it in jars and pressure cooked that shit down and bada boom, bada bing, they got butter in a jar. I don't know what this sorcery is. Maybe they're witches. Yeah, I know you can can chicken. The butter's the one that I was always Mama always said you don't fuck with dairy. But I mean, if they found it, if it works, it works. I ain't judging nobody. Ain't my place. Oh, we're down to five now. They are witches, ain't they now? When you coming down again, Matt? No, no, the videos that I'm watching, they're calling it butter. They're absolutely calling it butter. Like they're opening up butter, packages of butter, and dumping it into the pot and melting it down and putting it in a jar. And yeah, I mean that's new to me. Like I said, Mama always said you don't mess with dairy. You don't try to can that. But if you could can it, great. That sounds groovy. Like I said, that's things that I'm learning, expecting to get into learning this year. We're gonna do the pressure cooker canning. Cool, cool. Can't wait to see you. Let's see. You have to use glass jars? Yeah. Well, I mean, I glass jars on everything that I can. I would never even consider canning in anything but a glass jar. I see. Okay. Okay. Now, I wouldn't mind getting into learning how to make jelly this year. I mean, from what I understand, it's a pretty easy process. You just got to take the time to learn it. One of the things that I need to Google it and see what the process is making vinegar. I mean, if shit hits the fan and you can't get to the store or the stores are closed and you can't buy vinegar, well, then you aren't canning a whole lot. There's a whole lot of stuff that you ain't gonna preserve if you don't got that vinegar available. So, uh Matt's bringing targets. Oh, shooky dooky. I know I need to get out there and get them damn fire extinguishers shot. Every time I go out to do it, it starts raining. Well, I mean, the videos I've watched of people canning meat is just, clean your jars, get your jars warm, and put the meat in there and fucking pressure cook it. Huh. All right. Well, we'll talk to you again real soon. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out and bullshitting with us. I think I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, too. We've been on for close to an hour now. Okay. Well, yeah, I know wine's pretty easy to make. You just got to learn the process on how to break it down into vinegar. Like I said, it's hard to put up pickles if you ain't got vinegar. All right, gentlemen. I think I'm going to take the Freeman Reports cue and call it a night. Every damn one of you guys, live your lives to the fullest because anything less is an injustice to yourself and every single person around you. Stay free, my friends. I'll see you soon.